Governor Reynolds says she's taking time to pick a new lieutenant governor. Adam Gregg resigned yesterday. KCCI chief political reporter Amanda Rooker is in studio tonight with what comes next. Amanda?
Well, Stacey, Reynolds told reporters this morning that she does, quote, have a couple people in mind for the next lieutenant governor, but she did not say who she's considering. She also didn't say when she'll make that decision, but she says she's taking her time.
I appreciate his service to the citizens of Iowa. I appreciated him stepping in and serving in this capacity. He's been a great partner. He's been a great team member.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds says former Lieutenant Governor Adam Gregg told her last Friday that he'd be stepping down to, quote, focus on family, and that he'd be taking over as president and CEO of the Iowa Bankers Association. Reynolds says she's supportive of that decision.
Maybe stepping into a private sector position will really provide, I think, the balance that he's looking for to not only continue to give back, but to continue to really be there for softball games and for activities and to be home at night and not on the road.
Iowa law does give Reynolds the power to appoint a new lieutenant governor. That person will serve the remainder of Gregg's term, which is up in January of 2027. When asked what qualities she's looking for in the next lieutenant governor,
Oh, the list is long.
Jim McCormick, political science professor emeritus at Iowa State University, says Reynolds will likely be looking for someone with executive experience.
It's got to be somebody with some administrative capacity. It obviously has got to be somebody who she sees as wholly loyal to her agenda here.
Reynolds is up for re-election in 2026. She has not announced whether or not she'll run again, but if she does, whoever she picks as her next lieutenant governor would likely also serve as a running mate.
You certainly want to pick somebody that, as I said earlier, that could be of assistance to you in terms of if you were to be running for re-election, that could help you in particular parts of the states or with particular kind of constituencies here.
Until Reynolds makes her pick, Republican and Senate President Amy Sinclair is next in the line of succession. That means Sinclair would take over as governor until the next election if Reynolds was no longer able to serve. Reynolds says she'll keep in touch with Sinclair as she does with all Republican leaders at the State House.
Now, the last time a lieutenant governor was appointed, there was a lot of controversy around that appointment. That's because Kim Reynolds herself was lieutenant governor until she stepped up to serve as governor when Terry Branstad was appointed to be the U.S. ambassador to China. Then when Reynolds appointed Adam Gregg as lieutenant governor in 2017, some questioned whether she had the legal authority to do that. Now, there is a constitutional amendment actually on the ballot this November to help clear up some of that confusion. It would create a clear system of succession if the governor dies, resigns, or is removed from office. But it does need approval from Iowa voters this November to officially become law. Stacey.
Amanda, thank you. KCCI has been following this developing story ever since the announcement was made. You can find our extensive coverage on our website, kcci.com, and our mobile app. We have lawmaker reaction to the announcement, what Adam Gregg is up to next, and how this impacts Iowa's leadership.